Hi students, in this video we are going to see exercise 21, the last exercise of this chapter, Dissolution of a Partner. So let us observe the question. Sanjay and Vineet are partner sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2 on 31st March 2018. The balance sheet was as follows. Assets are given, a liability is given. So I don't think so that we have complex items here. It's very simple. Let us go for the adjustment. See, in the adjustment, just observe on the about date, the firm was dissolved. Sanjay was appointed to realize the assets. So one of the partners taking the responsibility of selling the assets, and on selling those assets, he was to receive 6% commission on the sale of assets except cash. We don't take cash. This is just a small a type of instruction which wants to put you people into a confusion. So let us not consider, we don't take cash at all, okay, and was to bear all the expenses of realization. So now Sanjay is taking the responsibility of selling the assets, that is realizing the assets. On this he is getting 6% commission, which means the complete realization expenses is included in the commission that we are going to pay him. This should be kept in the mind. So let us go for the preparation of the accounts that is required. Okay, now let's come for the realization account on the debit side first. So what is the first step we do? We are supposed to post the assets on the debit side, which is given from the credit side. So let us just do it. To plant account 90,000, to debtors account 60,000, to furniture account 32,000, to stock account 60,000, to investments account 70,000, to bills receivable account 36,000. Yes, we are supposed to ignore the cash in hand or cash at bank. So all the rest assets we have posted on the opposite direction. Now let us move on to the liability side. We have the outsiders to look into. Only two items, that is creditors and bills payable, are given. So I'm going to just post it on the opposite direction, credit side. By creditors account 80,000, by bills payable account 30,000. Yes, we have taken up the two items from the liability side, that is outsiders. Now let us concentrate on the first adjustment here. Sanjay realized assets as follows. So the assets are being realized by Sanjay. So let us just take it. If it is, even though realized by the partner, it's not been taken over by him, he has sold it out. So we are receiving the cash. So by cash or bank account. Observe, when it is a word given that taken over, then alone we have to transfer to the concerned partner's capital account. Here it is realized. So whether the partner is realizing, or directly if the company is realizing, or through any a broker or intermediate, we have to always take cash or bank because it is sold out. Cash is coming in. Let us just take plant. What is the value? 72,000. Just observe here, it is given. Then debtors 54,000. Furniture 18,000. Then stock. Observe stock. I have given 90% of the book value. So what is the book value of the stock in the question? 60,000. So I'm going to take it in the bracket, the next line. 60,000 into 90%. We have to calculate this, and then we need to take up. $60,000 into 90%, it is 54,000. Then after stock we have investments. 76,000. Then bills, receivable 31,000. So just observe. Let me take the total of this. So it's 3,05,000. The assets that has been sold out. So this has to be mentioned as assets realized. Yes, we have completed now. The first adjustment is over. Now let us just take up and observe how many items are here. 6 items. Is it equally taken up? Yes, we have. Just observe once. Now let us move on to the debit side. The second adjustment, one of the creditors for 1,300 did not claim the amount, which means now we have to make the payment through the outsiders, through cash or bank account. External liabilities paid. So here first we have creditors. We have an adjustment, right? What is the value of the creditors? Book value is 80,000. In this 80,000, one of the creditor didn't claim, which means the amount is going to be a benefit for us. When they have not taken it or they have not claimed it, this amount to be reduced. We are not paying it. So what will be the amount? We have to check now. 80,000 minus 1,300 gives you 78,700. Yes. So next we have bills payable. Observe whether the instruction is given or not. We have to show that the outsiders are paid. Okay, even if they give any one of the outsider also, you have to check whether anything else is left out and you have to pay it off in the book value itself. Now we are going to take up the value of this. Let me take the total of this. Yes, it's 1,08,700 we have paid to the outsider. We have completed now. Going for the third adjustment, the last adjustment, expenses of realization amounted to 4,500. This is not going to be considered because this is being included in the commission paid to Sanjay. So we are going to pay commission to Sanjay now, to Sanjay's capital account. Commission paid for realization expenses. Yes, so as a value we are going to pay him. Just observe. Now let me show you people here. Now let us go for the one that has been underlined, highlighted. But you'll observe in the question they have given 6% on what? Sale of assets. So what is the sale of assets here? Assets realized. What is the value of that? 3,05,000. This is a value we have to take for paying him the commission. On the assets realized value 3,05,000, we are paying them 6% commission, including the realization expenses. 3,05,000 into 6% gives you 18,300. That's it. Very simple it is. Only thing is we have to understand. Always know that any commission to be paid to the concerned partner, never ever take up the realization expenses because it already includes, because he's taking up the complete burden of that. Including that we are paying him a commission. Clear? Okay. Now let us just go for the realization account. Just observe. So now we have to find out which side is greater. Just by observing, could you all see whether it's debit side or credit side greater? Debit side. It's 4,75,000. The same is going to be taken up on the credit side as well. Now we have to find out what is the difference. If debit side is greater, it is going to be a loss for us. So let us just check what could be the loss. 4,75,000 minus 60,000 is going to be the loss that's going to be suffered by the company, the partners. So by partners capital account, what is transferred? Loss. We have to mention that loss transferred, and this has to be distributed among Sanjay and Vineet. So let us just take up 60,000 into, what is the ratio given in the question? Now let us observe. The ratio in the question is 3:2. Just observe the question. The cursor which is moving, the first sentence of the question, 3:2. I have to take this 3/5. The total is and for Vineet 60,000 into 2/5. Now let us take up the value. 60,000 into 3/5, 36,000 for Sanjay, and for Vineet 60,000 into 2/5, 24,000. Just observe. So we have completed the realization account. Now let us move on to the partners capital account. Before that, let us highlight the cash word wherever it is, so it's easy for us to post on the concerned account. Yes, we have completed. Now let us move on to the partners capital account. Coming for the partners capital account, first we are going to move on to the credit side. Observe, we have to post the capital opening balance on the credit side by balance brought down $1,50,000, $1,20,000, as we have done this. Next, it's only one item, there is no reserve for nor the profit and loss. So let us move on to the realization account and observe on the credit side we have loss transferred. So post it on the debit side to realization account, loss transferred So what is the loss transfer? 36 and 24. So 36,000, 24,000 to be taken here. Then on the debit side, concentrate. We have Sanjay's capital. What we have paid him, the commission, the realization expenses, the complete realization expenses. So it is going to be again by realization account. Commission on realization. To whom are we paying? Sanjay. So what is the amount? Let us just have a check. 18,300. It's going to be 18,300. Yes, we have done this. Okay. We have taken up the items related to partners capital account. There is no item related to the capital load getting affected. It's only two. We are going to close the account now and check up what actually is going to be the value to be paid to the partners, the final settlement. $1,68,300, $1,20,000. Now let us find out the amount to be paid. 1,68,300 minus the debit value. So 1,32,300, and here $1,20,000 minus 24, so 96,000. This is the amount to be paid to the partners to cash or bank account. We have completed the partners capital account. Let's just observe. I've highlighted it. Yes, the final settlement is also done. Let us have a look once. We need not concentrate on this. Might be they have not taken up here the realization amounted. Okay, now let us just concentrate on cash account. Next, going for the cash account. First step, the cash in hand opening balance is 32,000. I have taken it. Say I've just taken up the format, so I didn't delete it. So let us take up easily. The first step is opening balance. I have taken. Next, the assets realized. We are supposed to take up the assets that's been realized. We'll find out here. The assets were realized at 3,05,000. that is going to be taken up now. 3,05,000 over. Then the external liabilities we have to check only from the accounts that we have prepared. We have taken this and we are going to find out on the external liabilities 1,08,700. External liabilities paid 1,08,700 over. Next we have something else left out, is from the partners capital account, the cash or bank, the final settlement of Sanjay and Vinith. It's 1,32,300, 1,32,300 and 96,000. This observe is, let us take the total of this. See, there are two ways I have told you already. Either you can write individually by Sanjay's capital account, by Vinith's capital account, but instead of that, to make it shorter and easier, I have done this. Just observe. Our cash or bank account is equally tallied. So the steps which we have followed is just perfect. See, sometimes in the question, don't concentrate on this, but the value what we got is same. This, there might be a printing mistake because they might have not considered the value of 4,500 in their calculations. Clear? Yes. Observe one, students. So we have completed with this the complete chapter of dissolution, and moving on to the next. That is, see, as per your Karnataka State Board, that is NCERT syllabus, which we follow, part 1, that is book 1, chapters are completed. So we are going to go for the book 2, that is part 2, chapters coming ahead. And students, never ever miss the coming up videos or the concepts, because it's very simple, and those chapters are the one where you can just score so easily. So be very alert. Okay, always be with a refreshed mind. Concentrating, observation is very important, more than your physical appearance, your mental appearance. Okay, your mental presence is important in case of accounts. Thank you.